Hi everyone, it's Maria from OneCraftChick, and today I'm just going to do a Dollar Tree haul. I'm going to show you what I got, how I'm going to use it or have used it, and some crafting things. Others are really just like some random household items. So let's just jump into that.
Okay, well here is my haul. Let's start with these stack 'em up bins. I've never seen these at the dollar store, and even the cashier was saying that she hadn't seen them. Although I won't use them as stack 'em bins, I just needed a low profile bin for a project that I am working on, so I hope these will work. Next, I got these stones. They are perfect for art projects. We're using big pieces of paper and you need them to stay, like the paper rolls, you need them to stay down. Next, I got these for summer. We love these little, they're like spray guns, but these have 3 holes on the top. Every time I've purchased them in the past, they have just had a nozzle, so it's just a straight stream. I also got this onion grass that I'm going to use as a garnish, or not really a garnish, but as part of a decor for my fireplace. I just thought they were really a pretty green. I also found this warming oil in a fresh linen scent, which is one of my favorite scents. A smaller bottle than this cost like $3 at Walmart, so I was really excited to find it. I also picked up these red berries that I want to use in conjunction with the onion sprigs or whatever, because I just think that that will look really pretty, and I just love that red. Speaking of red, I bought this flower pot to use outside, and I just really like that color. I think it'll look great. I bought Brillo pads because who can't use them, and you just throw them away after one use. My girls are really into flossing right now, so colorful flossers are really something that is important. It gets them excited about their dental health. I'll go for it. Lastly, I found this wreath form. Wreath forms are expensive, so I think that this one, I've used ones like this before at the craft store. They're like $6 a piece. This one is slightly smaller, but I think it's going to be perfect. I think it's about 14 inches. Well, there was the haul. Now let's get into the fun part, crafting. Here is my original wreath. I am going to kind of just redo it with a smaller wreath form. I just think this one is a little too big for my door. I will link to my blog where I give you step-by-step instructions on how to make this. Okay, well I'm going to start with the onion greens. I'm going to get my home decor chalk paints and just give these a little bit of a white tinge to them. I'm just going to use my fingers because just like in the kitchen when you're crafting, your fingers or your hands are the best tool that you've got. So I didn't feel like messing with a paintbrush, and I wouldn't even know how to really use a paintbrush with this. So I'm just rubbing my fingers up and down the fronds. I think that's what you call them. Because of how these are made, some of those come out. You can see them just kind of coming apart a little bit, but they just really slip right back on. They're just, there's a leaf part, and then there is like a hard stem, quote unquote stem. So you can see here, I'm just pushing them back down. It wasn't hard. It wasn't annoying or anything. And I just kept grabbing a little bit more paint from where I rubbed it off my fingers and then rubbed it back on to the fronds. And I really like in the end how it all turned out. So I had to do one, and then I went ahead and did the other, and you can just see the little tinge of white that pops out from the green, and I love that combination. Next, I moved on to the berries, and I just pushed down their leaves so that it would just help create some volume and keep them intact in case I needed those for later on. It also it does spread out the stalks a little bit. So I think it turned out really well. I just put them in these ball jars on my fireplace. Hi, Warehouse 13. And I really like the combination. I had used a gray chalk paint and white on those ball jars and then just wrapped it with jute. Next, I just moved on to the fresh linen warmer, putting the oil in the warmer. It's actually more like a water. Um, you don't need to use very much. This warmer I just got from Walmart for like $5. The scent is awesome. You can see how little I used. I probably have another, I don't know, 8 to 10 uses out of it. So I'm really, really excited. It smells so good and it's much cheaper than what you can buy at Walmart for the same purpose. And lastly is how I use the bins. I did want the low profile so that it can go in that cabinet that you can sort of see behind me. I'm sorry I lost the additional footage, but it really, unfortunately, would not fit in the cabinet due to the little teeny tiny feet that help it stack. So yeah, that was a fail. And even though it was just a fail because of the little feet at the bottom, I also feel like it was a fail because it just also doesn't fit as much stuff in it as my other basket did. At least definitely not as nice and compact because of those bars on the side or whatever. Thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on social media, whatever you have time for. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.